7 pages. I'll make it available. Go read the report yourself. See what they tell you. They won't tell you anything about the policeman's actions, any of the officers' action, or their emergency responders. But they'll tell you he had this many weapons and this much stuff. His life was in this order. Yet, they can't figure out why he did it. So if you can't figure out why someone did something, it's probably something the evidence is missing. And if there's nothing else, then what could it be? Did the devil take over his body? Is that it? Was he possessed? Satan, Lucifer, jumps into his body, gave him a bunch of guns that just materialized because they can't figure out how he got all those weapons in there. So Lucifer jumps in maybe it was aliens. Aliens came down, beamed down all the weapons, mind controlled them. Blah, blah, blah. You know, like the movie Independence Day where they got into the president's brain. Maybe that's what happened, right? Never mind that mind control experiments have been going on since at least the 60s. We know about MK Ultra. That's public knowledge. Public knowledge. The government has admitted that they were involved with mind control experiments. So by now, the private sector has that information. The governments around the world have that same information. They know what to do to get somebody to do their bidding. They know how to trigger somebody, either it's words or whatever. I'm not an expert in that, but I'm an expert in BS. I know when we are being bullshitted. We got to take a quick break, folks. Last segment on the other side of this. Stay tuned. Smoke them if you got them.
Because the John LeBang Show will be right back
after this. That's guaranteed. Yes. Quality One Painting. For interior and exterior painting needs, call Tom at Quality One, 313-982-2986. Tom will give you free estimates, senior discounts, and I can tell you from meeting the gentleman, he's one of the nicest guys on the face of the planet. So for a quality paint job with a professional attitude, call Tom at Quality One Painting. That's 313-982-2986. 313-982-2986. Quality One Painting. You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
Join the radio revolution right here.
It's better than some good Thai stick, man. Yes, I would like some too. Well, Mr. Alex Jones, Mr. Shock Value Radio, Mr. Actor, according to his own divorce documents, was in court again this week because, well, some of his words during the whole Sandy Hook thing apparently rubbed some people the wrong way, and now, well, he's got to face the consequences of his words. Now, a whole bunch of things happened back there, that Sandy Hook event. And the stuff Alex Jones was peddling at the time, a lot of it was conjecture, a lot of it was guessing, making things up, pointing out things that, sure, were coincidences. But in general, a lot of it was sensationalizing the event. And now he's facing some repercussions for it. And there's two things I see here. First, we see Alex Jones is being portrayed by the media because it's now become a mainstream news item. Slowly and slowly, Alex Jones is the poster child by the mainstream media for us in the alternative media. Now they're trying to tie everybody to Alex Jones because, in their own words, they're calling Alex Jones a powerful leader of his online community. They're making him out to be the forefather of the alternative news. The founding father would probably be a better term. So my first assessment is they're trying to pin all of us to Alex Jones, tie us all to him, and I'm stating quite clearly right here, Alex Jones does not speak for the John LeBang Show. John LeBang speaks for the John LeBang Show. Do not try to tie the two together, because I believe in my heart, through research I have done, that Alex Jones sensationalizes a great many things. Now, with that being said, all that, the other thing that comes from this is the people who believed Alex Jones, who bought into the crisis actors. I don't know. I wasn't there. There are pictures that link people together, and that's all I can call it. I wasn't there. But they think that if an event happens that happens to be a false flag, and that's part of the reason why Alex Jones is being sued by the families, because he, as well as many others in the alternative media, said 100% fact that there were crisis actors and the whole thing was staged. The whole thing was made up. There were people saying that the Sandy Hook school was closed, no kids really died, whatever. There are a great deal of things that were said on the Sandy Hook thing that relates to some sort of conspiracy. But the whole idea that they could have so many people involved in the Sandy Hook massacre, that nobody would speak up after all this time. No one would have guilt that a bunch of kids died, or no one would come out and say nobody died, it was all a hoax. The odds of that are very small. If you were going to stage a false flag of some sort at Sandy Hook, a mind control experiment would be the best way to go. And then your guy dies in the end, or your guy is so drugged up that he's incoherent, or he's just a whack job. That way there's only that guy and a couple handlers that got to keep their mouth shut. Not a whole list of crisis actors, not the police department, everybody in the police department, not every fireman and the doctor and this and that. Sure, there were discrepancies here. Sure, there were discrepancies there. Do we actually know what happened? No, I wasn't there. Most of you weren't there. But if there's going to be a conspiracy of that sort, the more likely option would be you'd mind control somebody, because we know how to do it. Very much like the Las Vegas thing, Interesting. But you mind control somebody, and you just have them go do it. And then it's easy to wrap those ends up, You Lee Harvey Oswald him. Then there's nobody left. Boom, gone. So if the person does come to, if the person becomes coherent again and can tell the truth, they're not around to do it. Not paying off a whole bunch of crisis actors, a whole town worth of people. Maybe that's happened. I doubt it. I have no evidence to support that. And most people who believe that have even less evidence than I do. But, people will believe whatever they want to believe. Now, speaking of radio personalities like Mr. Alex Jones, the sensationalist, Why don't we head over to a more credible gentleman, man who's not with us any longer, and that's Mr. William Cooper. I've been recently listening to some of his later broadcasts, and I'm telling you, there was a broadcast that I was listening to from 2098. I don't remember the actual date. We're going to play a little bit of it here. But I swear, he was talking to us like it was today. This day, or at least maybe in 2016. This is my opinion. I believe he was speaking to us esoterically. And most of his listeners back then were understanding him exoterically and getting it wrong.
In his latest prophecy appearing in the pages of Corsi's Intelligence Digest and Special Office, he is once again claiming that there will be a renewed Middle East war by 1998, that's this year, that will escalate into World War III. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can see all of the information that I gather here from all of my people worldwide, I would not reject that as an offhand, ridiculous statement. It's very possible, and it could actually occur. According to de Corsi, Russia is assisting Iran and Syria to prepare for such a war through the transfer of nuclear technology. In order to save Israel, the British will have to rely upon the United States arsenal to obliterate the Russian-Syrian-Iranian alliance. Should President Bill Clinton, who de Corsi states hates Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, balk at this escalation, then the British will destroy Clinton by playing their trump card. 60 million evangelicals in the United States.
They're going to play their trump card. Mind you, that was 1998. And although it didn't transpire that year, it eventually ended up, through Obama, of us escalating conflict inside Syria. And because it wasn't going the way it should have, the trump card was played. Evangelicals. 81% of evangelicals supported Donald Trump. Interesting how in 1998, with Benjamin Netanyahu as the leader of Israel, that Clinton would be trumped by the evangelicals. Something for you to chew on. One last quick thing. Menstrual Equality. House passes measure allowing women to buy tampons and other health products with spending accounts. That's great. Menstrual equality, that's all we need. We're going to have to get on out of here, folks, but I want to just give you a little rundown on what's going to happen over the next few weeks. Tune in next week. You're going to hear Destiny Wars Part 1 and 2. The week after that, you're going to hear Bangerverse Volumes 4 and 5. The following week, you're going to get Shady and the Mystery Freaks. After that, you're going to get Virtual Infinity. And then we're back with 2 brand new episodes, Donald and the Twittering Ding Dongs, and then a brand new episode, number 300. Can't wait to bring you that one. I'd like to thank all of our affiliate stations for carrying the John LeBang Show. Don't forget to go to that website, www.jlebang.com, and thank you, my listeners. And until the vibrations of my vocal cords reach your ears again somewhere in the future, this is John LeBang signing off from the Banger Studios.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Tune in again next week. Same time, same space, same station.
Resistance